Coach, there are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Seattle Seahawks. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
1st down, Buccaneers.
They'll look to throw. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
To throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And some room to maneuver. Look, Le'Veon Bell. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Le'Veon Bell, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
Let's go. Let's do it. At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Kaepernick will try again on 2nd down. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 42 yards. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now Bell. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Check. Off.
They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Seahawks 7, Buccaneers 0.
From the 3-yard line once more. Now here's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Le'Veon Bell with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 23. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack by Robert Quinn.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. On play action, it's Kaepernick. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Check three.
They'll run on first down. It's Bell. Bell a first down and then some. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Le'Veon Bell on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. He'll drop to throw. He'll let this go deep. He's got a man. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They give him a gain of 37. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll let this go, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it? It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
2 times. 3 down. Trump. Mike A. Hey, I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Mike A.
Kaepernick now to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Play action. Now Kaepernick. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. 2nd and 1. Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Now a shotgun snap as he'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. Well, they are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. Mixon unable to find the goal line on 4th down. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Under 10. Under 10.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On play action, it's Kaepernick. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
SOS.
They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Again, it's Bell. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. Yeah, he's got it. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
13 yards on the play. Complete to
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Second and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell. Throwing now is Kaepernick. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it is 28-0. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeves. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll set up to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. He'll look to throw. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On first down, Kaepernick. And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick. Robert Quinn able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Robert Quinn in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. On play action, they'll throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Whip. Watch the whip.
They do go for it. It's Kaepernick. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. On the run, it's Mixon. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Bell, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On third down, Bell, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll bring up fourth. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Bell gets around him. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And the Seahawks on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw, Kaepernick. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. On first down, it's Bell. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at about the 31. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Oh, Kaepernick's going to throw it. And he finds a man with a crossing route. That one covers 29 yards, first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Kaepernick to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
To throw is Kaepernick. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Flushed out right. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. From 3 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 35. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing.